to your training video. We are going to be doing the thermal mud detox spinal heating. Okay, so what you are going to need is one foil and one mesh sheet. This will be pre-made for you. This is a double layered sheet. You will want to keep it that way. So it will look like this. Okay? And then you will need the mud, which will also be pre-packaged for you in a mason jar. And then a bowl, only silicone or rubber, no metal because it heats, so we don't want the bowl to heat. And a mixing spatula. And that is all for the prep. Hello, this is how you mix it. Okay, so we're gonna start by pouring all of the mud into the bowl. And then you wanna take about room temp water and only do this immediately when you're going to start to put it onto the body, because you don't want it sitting in the bowl, heating up and bubbling before it goes on the skin. So whether you want to do this in the beginning of your session and start your client face up, or if you want to do it at the end of your session, just make sure you're doing it right before you want to apply. All right, and then you're gonna take the water and you wanna fill it between the 100 and the water sign, so right in the middle. Okay, so yeah, about here is good. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix a little bit at a time. And this might take you a couple tries to get good at it. I'm still learning as well. You can do this out here or take it into the room and mix it right next to the client, whatever you prefer. It might get a little messy. That is okay. All right, so now it's starting to form. Throw a little more water in. We want to mix until it is not clumpy. Almost there. Okay. That is a pretty good consistency. I might add a little bit more water. We don't want it too runny or too thick. So that looks good. Welcome. This is how your client should be before you start your treatment. whether it is in the beginning of your treatment or the end. They want to be laying back on it. So what you're gonna have your client do is you're gonna help them sit up, and then you're gonna place underneath their back. And I will demonstrate that now. Okay, so pretend your client is sitting up right here. As we were before, you leaned your client up, and now you are putting the tinfoil down onto the table. And you want this to be a swift, smooth process. So by the time that you come back into the room, you want to get this all going and started. So what we're going to do is put the mud down here. Okay. And then you're going to take your cheesecloth and lay it right on top here. And you're going to take the side of your hand with your pinky and just hold it and spread it out. You don't want it too thick or too thin. And you also want to leave room so it is not going to go all the way up on their shoulders. So this is how that should look. Okay, so now your client has the mud under their back, and you want to gently help them go back down. Make sure it is on their spine, and they're just going to lean back on it. And then they are done. So then they just have to sit here for about 10 to 15 minutes. And so because we left a gap by where the mud is, so it's closer down to the glutes, we'll have room to massage the neck and shoulders, front of the legs, all of that. And then once they are finished, you will sit them up and wipe them in with a towel, as we will demonstrate in the next video. But this sensation is just warm. It's warmth, and it also bubbles. So the mud will bubble underneath your spine. It's very relaxing, and yeah, super easy. Welcome back. It's been 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So now that you have completed the massage and we are ready to end the session, we're going to have your client sit up, so you will help them sit up. And then you're going to take a warm towel and just wipe whatever excess is on there. The cheesecloth should have...
This is hard one-handed.
The cheesecloth should have helped with all of the mud gathering, so there shouldn't be too much on. All you have to do is wipe off the excess, which shouldn't be too much on the back. And then you're going to fold the mud and throw it in the trash. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to do a recap. Okay, so what you're going to need is the foil with the cheesecloth, the mud that will be pre-mixed or pre-packaged in a mason jar, water, a silicone or rubber bowl with a spatula, and what I previously forgot to mention in the beginning of the video is a hot towel. Okay, that is all you will need. We will have the protocols laminated in the rooms for you. The mud is on the last page. They will be on the wall. This is no time added, so you will not need extra time for this. It might take up a little bit of time from the massage. We can talk about that as well with your client. But as we go on, it should get easier and easier to mix, and it should be less time than you would actually need. So, yeah,
that is all. Please like and subscribe for our next training and educational videos.